Hello, everyone. My name is Tony, and I would like to talk to you about retirement planning. A little bit of my background is I've been in the financial services industry in the last 11 years, and after doing a lot of appointments and meeting with a lot of people, here's some of the things that I learned. It's not about helping somebody or teaching them, educating them on retirement. It's about implication. Are they gonna implement some of the strategies and ways to be able to get to their final destination, which is when they reach a certain age, 65, 70, they have an account that's going to be able to they're going to live off of for the rest of their lives. That's the major challenge of retirement. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the psychology of educating somebody and what to look out for when it comes to like planning your own retirement, and just to give you like facts and some of the things that I've seen in the field helping people and sitting down with families and individuals. So let's talk about retirement. Let's talk about it. So retirement is it's not really an age, but it's a pile of money that you can live off of. How many years can I live off of this amount of money? And the goal here is to live for the rest of your life with this money. You worked really hard at a job or a career or a business, and you want to be able to have money to live off of for the rest of your life, be able to travel, do all the fun things. Now, the common retirement vehicles are 401ks, 403bs, IRAs, SEP IRAs. Those are mostly tax deferred accounts. They're also mostly in the variable category, which they invest your money in the market. So what is one of the things that people are afraid of is outliving their money. So what are some of the things that eat up our tax deferred accounts, right? The market, right? So anything can happen, whether it's COVID, wars happening overseas, some kind of decision that was made in the Oval Office. Those can affect the market, and those can also affect your retirement. So right now it's 2025. If you were to retire today, how much income would be comfortable for you to be able to get day in, day out? So if you do the math based on that account, so just do based on 6%. So for example, if you had $1 million right now, 6% is $60,000. So you can comfortably live off of $60,000 a year for the rest of your life, right? Putting this money in the right vehicle, which what eats up our accounts? Inflation, taxation, fees, volatility on the market. Those are the main main reasons why our retirement accounts get eaten up. And if we put our retirement money in accounts that are non-taxable, doesn't get affected with the volatility of the market. If the market goes up, your money goes up with it. If the market crashes for whatever reason, you want your money to be locked in, right? And so there's different strategies that we specialize in at our company in order to help people with that. Now, a lot of people, when it comes to telling them about retirement, they're locked in. Like, I have my 401k. I don't want to move it. I don't want to do anything with it. One thing people realize is because I do appointments with people in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s, and I have some clients in their 70s. So let's talk about people in their 50s and 60s and 70s. When they see what we can do, most of the times they look back and be like, man, Tony, if I was younger, I would have done this. And then the younger crowd is like, oh, I'm young, I don't have to worry about it. So there's a sweet spot in between those ages. Maybe if we catch people earlier on and educate them, and they can be able to change their ways. Because one thing I learned is if you do the same thing what everybody does, you're gonna end up with the same results, right? So if you do the same thing as what everybody does, get a job, go to school, get a job, get a 401k or 403b or TSP, and you'll end up like everybody else that has the same exact plans. Now, if you really think about this, if you have a job, ask yourself this question: does my employer have a 401k? Because a lot of your employers do not make a six-figure income. They probably make more, right? 300,000, a million, 2 million. You think that they can put money in a limited vehicle? The answer is no. So what do the wealthy do? What do the company owners do? So what I would do is I would copy exact same thing as what they do, because the wealthy, high income earners, they have all this money to pay people to do research on the tax codes, right? There's different tax codes you can take advantage of, but most people are taught and trained to do what everybody does. You go to school, get a job, and get a 401k plan, right? And then hopefully retire. So if you're not in my industry, in the financial services industry, how do you find out how people are retiring? Ask the seniors that are seasoned individuals that have been in your workplace for many years. Ask them this: are you on pace to retire? With the account that you have right now, how long can you live off of that money? If you knew a way to be able to retire, is it something that you'd be open to that conversation? And send them to me. I'll help them. So that's the main thing when it comes to 401k. When I got my job years ago, when I had a traditional 9 to 5, I used to wonder, and I used to look for the information to learn, how do I plan for my retirement? How do I retire early? What accounts do I utilize? How do I prevent from losing money when the market crashes? Because the market there's a cycle, it's cyclical, right? What goes up must come down. Now, if we have an account that you can lose in the market, would you feel comfortable in dumping a lot of money into that for your retirement, when we know that the market can crash at any time? So those are the questions I would ask myself. If you have any questions, you want to be able to meet with me and be able to design your retirement plan, feel free to reach out to me. I'll put my info in the description below so that you can contact me and learn more on how to structure your retirement. So I'll end this video with this. If you want to be able to have a retirement income for life, you need to contact me so we can structure your monies to be retirement income for life. And if you're at a certain age where you can still have time to be able to save more money, if you live in the United States, you want at least $3 to $4 million in savings for your retirement income. So the rule of thumb is you would live off of 6% of that money, right? So if you have an amount of money that you want to be able to convert into retirement income, you have a business that you want to sell so that you can convert that money into retirement income for life, make sure you reach out to me, schedule an appointment, and we'll be able to help you with putting that plan together so that you can have income for life. That's the main reason for this call, this video. I do a lot of Zoom calls, so is to be able to provide you with income for life. So you would never run out of money. We want to make sure that you have money going to your beneficiaries, to your trust. We have a team of attorneys that put together a trust, and you don't have to worry about outliving your money. So that's what the reason for this video is, to make sure you don't outlive your money. You want to be able to retire comfortably, have income for life, be able to travel the world, not worrying about bills or money for medicine or anything like that if you were to get sick, and be able to have a really good retirement. So you worked really hard for this money. You want to make sure that you don't lose this money in the market, and the volatility on the market, because of whatever reason, because of the tariffs, because of, you know, lawmakers, any kind of crazy laws that's been passed that would affect the market. So our goal is to take that money out of the market and put it in safe, secure vehicles for you to be able to retire and have income for life. So if you're looking for that, something set up like a pension, contact me, and I'll put my information down below, and enjoy the rest of your day. All right.